Hello people, so the chapter we've been waiting for in the Wano arc when it comes to like the reunion of Big Mom and Luffy. We wind back a little bit before we even knew Big Mom was on the island. We had speculations of whether or not she would actually show up, and if she did, what would happen? Well, this is our answer. Because Big Mom and Luffy finally meet in Udon prison, it's an awkward reunion. Speaking of Wano, we actually got the teaser trailer for the Wano anime coming in July 7th. 30 seconds per all I can say is this. You can instantly tell the difference. I don't know if that's the influence that Tatsuya Nagamine has, but you can definitely tell the difference in animation and art style. So that could be a good thing leading. It looks very, very reminiscent of One Piece film Stampede, at least the art style, to a certain extent. Obviously, Robin, Frankie, and Usopp and Zoro most specifically look amazing. You got the first looks at Otama and Tetsu. Now, I find it ironic because I think we've seen the color scheme, the design for Komurasaki, or aka Hiyori, as well, but we don't really see Okiku, and we know she's a part of the first act in Wano, so that's kind of interesting that they're keeping that secret. I wonder why. That's been the secret for most of this Wano arc. Is like what is it about Okiku? There's something there that's definitely off, and you can definitely tell there's something off in this chapter. Speaking of One Piece film Stampede, we actually got the color spread, Luffy on the cover Weekly Shonen Jump. Plus, we got Luffy, Boa Hancock, Buggy, Smoker, Rob Lucci, Sabo, and of course, at the bottom, Trafalgar Law. And at the bottom of the logo, you got Bullet promoting One Piece film Stampede. So they'll all look epic. My prediction, like I've been saying in my previous One Piece film Stampede video, the advertising these characters means they're going to probably have a bigger role in the movie, so that's cool. We start off in the Flower Capital in Ryatsu Town. Hell is all breaking loose. Orochi's fleeing, and he's just laying down the law, take down their heads, cut them off. Zoro is out to get Orochi, so he's furious about what's happened with Tadayasu, but he's tangling it up with Kyosho, so that's not going anywhere. So it's pretty much a stalemate. So Kyosho isn't a scrub, but at the same time, you get the feeling how seriously is Zoro going to take this. And it makes sense because Kyosho is a part of the group too. And I think we see the girl who's playing the guitar or the attacking. And meanwhile, yeah, Usopp being chased with Toko in hand because Sanji passed Toko to Usopp because he's dealing with ex-Drake at this point. He gave Sanji Toko, so now Sanji's passing on Toko. I wonder if it's going to be a game of tag here with the rest of the Straw Hats. Either way, I guess it's because he can focus on ex-Drake. And he comes charging in. Sanji lights up the Yellow Jam, but it doesn't work because he sends him back with Tail Whip. So, and it's because they have Sanji, and they actually reference the fact that, oh, you've been smoked Sanji. And Sanji gets triggers, don't put that in front of me. Toko, and you can see Hiyori kind of worried by this. Broke with the confidence in his crew. It's like, don't worry, they're with my crewmates, they'll be fine. Brook put in work as well, so that's kind of cool. Terrifying the Oniwaban, like he did in Orochi's castle. And I've got to say, there's some unfinished business there because we know for a fact there's a poneglyph there. Just a real poneglyph, so that has to be explained by Robin at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen before we get to battling Onigashima or after, but either way, anyway, we get to the prison house, we see Law and Hawkins about to duke it out, and Hawkins looked like, I knew you'd come, Trafalgar Law. And then you see the rest of the crew. Your powers can easily let these prisoners out of here. So Hawkins was aware of what Law could do. So why would we put all the prisoners in the prison house? So we decided to move Beppo elsewhere. So I'm wondering, is he in Udon prison? You know, your current lives are pretty much in my hands because he's using the devil fruit to manipulate, I guess, the bodies or the souls. The lost crewmates. At this moment, I possess 4 lives. So I'm guessing including Beppo. So in order to kill me, you must kill for 3 of your subordinates, which we know Law's not going to do. Sanji, much like he did on Punk Hazard, using his observation hockey to hear a voice of a beautiful woman being chased. So it's not the fact she was crying, she's being chased because they found out her face. So Sanji goes away from ex-Drake, which could have been a mistake because you can't really underestimate one of the worst generations. So meantime, Zoro dips from where he was from Kiyoshiro and takes care of some of the father, and in turn saves Hiyori right in front of Sanji, and Sanji's face is absolutely priceless. Like, he can't believe, like, oh, I'm so sorry, Juro. My face was covered. I thought my face was covered. Turns out no. And Sanji's world comes crashing down because Moss Head knows that babe, that bastard. He's even using the fact that, oh, his bounty's lower than mine. So, yeah, just wait until Brooke tells you what went down. But this world is coming crashing down now. I told you before that both of them are going to have bragging rights over one another for certain things the other seems to like when it comes to hobbies. So, the leftover town, we get to see Inuyasha and Kinemon and kind of admit the ones that set the fire to Lawton as you get somewhat of a reconciliation with. I'm not too sure if he joined up yet, but he did say there's something I got to show you lot. So, and then he just drinks sake, so he's kind of like Kaido in a way. Open, and like I said, it may take a battle to persuade Azura Doji, Shutamaru, so that could be kind of cool. Then we finally go over to the Udon prisoner's mine, and Big Mom arrived through the smoke. Beast pirates inside Udon prisoner is priceless. They know what's up. So, and the exception of Hirogoro, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't know who Big Mom is. Luffy does, because he's confused by all this. And we knew this was going to be an awkward reunion. Like I mentioned in the previous chapter, Okiku, Tama, and for whatever reason, Momonosuke is also here. I've been saying Momonosuke is a plot point to get kidnapped, in my opinion. And Tama's already been kidnapped once, so yeah, that's not a good idea. But Tama being there makes sense because obviously Tama's the one that first greeted Luffy, and Okiku's like, does Tama stay with Momonosuke? But both of you must hide. I think it's a bad idea for them to be there. From an emotional standpoint, it makes sense. Okiku says she's going to do something to help out. So, and she's much like Hiyori, she's wearing a handkerchief to like cover her face, even though it's pretty clear her face isn't covered up. And again, she knows all about Queen the Plague because obviously she's one of Kaido's calamities. So again, Okiku with the facts. But my question is this: there's something with Okiku that not only Okiku's hiding, but also Oda is hiding, not only for appearance-wise, but it's been very subtle that there's definitely something going on with Okiku. She has way too much information. Zoro didn't help her out when she was being targeted. Two, it's because Zoro knew she could handle herself, but for whatever reason, she chose not to. So, and now she looks like she's going to put in the work. While this is going on, both Killer and Kid are being drowned, and Luffy's like, "Oh, can you stop arguing about this? Because Kid and Killer are about to be drowning, and while this is going on, Queen the Plague is actually transforming into a Zoan type form. Finally, I thought he was going to transform into his hybrid form. Maybe he does have that, by the way. Transforms into a Brachiosaurus or Brachiosaurus. So we figured Queen would have a much different design considering, but it makes sense. And I'm curious what you could do, but it doesn't really matter. And you see Chopper Big and Okiku run to where Luffy's at, and they're already clashing. And it looked pretty menacing for Queen at one point, but then he just gets tagged with one arm in the face, and that's how the chapter ends, with Big Mom pretty much overwhelming Queen the Plague, at least for now. And it looks like there's a break next week, so it's like King's description of his devil fruit, dragon fruit. Queen also has the dragon ancient type fruit model, Brachiosaurus. So that's obviously the connection there. Given the fact that what we saw from King kicked the ship of Big Mom's ship, and not only Big Mom but also a crew into the ocean, right, into the water. Let's see something for Queen. I don't think this is going to be a one-shot. It shouldn't be a one-shot. Escape before the end of Act 2. You also have Kawamatsu, and on off as a decent chapter. And you got more expansion on Udon Prison. We also got to see Okiku, and hopefully we can see what she does in Udon Prison. And I think the fact that she's there, she may end up bumping into Kawamatsu. Those are my thoughts. Please tell me yours in the comments. That's good for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did. Subscribe to more One Piece. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.